Totally original Let's Play.
Welcome back to Totally Original Let's Play. I've gone a little bit ahead in this thing so that I can make some substantial progress here.
Cool. Should we say, welcome back to Sex Tales? Woo!
Oh god. This is the better part of the level. So, when we left you, we were talking about exposure to like female body and our own body and stuff like that.
And when we first made the ejaculate.
Yeah. You mentioned the first time you looked at pictures of boobs.
Oh yeah.
And you said you were gonna say something after that.
It's not that interesting, but it also marks the first time I've ever had a major panic attack in my entire life, and it's pretty. I think it's the only time. Okay, so first of all, I was in like 5th grade, and we had just bought a family computer, right? And so it was upstairs, it was like pretty next to the kitchen, you know, everyone could see it. And I got home from school one day, and no one was home, and I was just like, I want to look up some tits. My little like 10-year-old Steven was like, I want to see some bobs. And like
bobs?
Bobs. Because I didn't
Never heard of
I
them?
didn't think I knew how to spell it. And so this is where the funny part comes in, is because I was at home and I looked up, I think you're right, I looked up the same thing as you. I looked up like shirtless girl, because you're still in that like you're fucked. Right. You're still in that phase of innocence where it's like you don't want to be like fucking giant titties. It's
right?
It's like girl
well,
with,
like you
girl
don't
with
know
no
what
shirt on.
Giant titties means.
Yeah. And basically, I looked up like girl with boobs. As opposed to one without, I suppose.
Yeah,
but
girl
but anyways,
without boobs.
but anyways, I looked that up, and it was basically just like 3 pictures, and I looked at them and I was like, whoa, my wiener, and then like I didn't do anything. I just kind of like was like, okay, I'm done, because I knew my parents were gonna come home soon.
Yeah.
But before they came home, I had to fit in one last search, and so I went to Google image search and I typed in Virginia. Because I didn't know. I knew that it started with a V. I was born in Virginia, so that's the first thing that came to mind. And I didn't know what vagina was, so I typed in Virginia, and I got pictures of Virginia.
That's fucking hilarious.
And here's the thing. I didn't know about search history. I had no idea what search history was, or if you could delete it, or anything like that. Because I was literally like 10 years old. It was 5th grade, so it was pretty young. I only did this once, by the way, because and you'll see why. Because oh my god, when my parents finally did get home, my family used the computer a lot, and I remember later that night, my dad went on the computer. And I was like, you know, just kind of like standing by my room, standing by the door, because I saw him go on the computer, and I was like, oh god, he's gonna see. And so I went into my room, and I just hidden there. And then I remember coming out a couple minutes later to grab some food, and I remember just hearing him say, "What the fuck?" and then I was like, oh god. And then as soon as I heard that, I like my face like flushed so hard, and I freaked out, and this is when I started getting a panic attack, and I just stayed in my room, and I was like,
right?
Oh god,
yeah, you're
oh
god,
I'm gonna get in so much fucking trouble. And I was like, but it's weird because obviously all he would have had to do is just go on Google, click on the search bar, and it would have popped down like boobs, probably laughed at Virginia.
That's right, boobs,
Virginia, and then and so that's all he had to do. And so obviously he discovered it, but they never brought it up to me.
Oh,
I never did it again because of the fucking terrible panic attack, but they never brought it up to me.
Well, see, and I think that's nice, right? Like, I feel like I'm gonna do that with my kids.
Because you shouldn't make a huge deal out of it.
Yeah, because like that's why. Okay,
I mean, if they're looking at fucking porn every day on your computer and they fill it with viruses, that's one thing.
But actually, so that first of all, I do want to say one thing. You reminded me. I also, when I looked up in the library, when I looked up "girl without pants," and also when I looked up "girl with no shirt" as well. I remember that one. But the "girl without pants" is really funny because it was literally just a girl wearing a sky blue sweater.
Okay.
But no pants.
No underwear either?
No underwear, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like,
what?
I just have that image burned into my fucking memory
Dude,
now.
I have the image the first time I ever saw boobs burned into my mind too, and I wonder what lucky girl it was.
Right?
It's a random girl on the internet whose picture I saw.
Did you say red girl?
Random.
Oh, I thought you said the red girl.
No, she was not of the Indian variety. No.
Oh, whoa!
Native American. I apologize.
Whoa!
Sorry, that was offensive. I apologize.
Yeah, seriously. But anyways, that actually is a funny thing that I never understand. Parents these days seem to be totally okay with violence in video games, but they're not okay with like nudity and sexual stuff.
Yeah, well,
and
that's just like, sort of the way America is.
That doesn't make sense to me.
As opposed to other countries.
It's like Payday, right?
Payday?
Yeah, the game that's literally all about robbing banks.
Oh yeah.
Parents totally okay with Payday. Not okay with Grand Theft Auto, but not because of the violence, because of the nudity. And it's like...
Isn't it weird?
Yeah, it's like, you do realize that at some point your kid's gonna have to learn, whether they be male or female, into like, males or females,
be there
that these are things that happen. You know, like, they're...
Your kid shouldn't learn about fucking killing people.
Yeah, but when are they gonna need to learn about robbing a bank? Right?
Yeah,
like...
It's like...
And so it just makes no sense to me that parents are okay with the wrong thing.
Do you want to hear my theory for why it is that way in America? Because if people learn about sex too early, there's a chance that they're going to have unprotected sex because they're uneducated.
Yeah.
And there's a chance that there will be more babies.
And
people don't want to deal with
Well, and you don't want your kid to have,
and people
like,
see the idea of
sex
bank robberies and killing and things like that as so fantastical to the average person that it's not... You know, like, you're not going to get influenced by
that.
It.
Right. Well, and I don't think that the violence
influences
kids, you know, any... Like, I don't think it influences kids at all, actually.
It doesn't, as far as
But I definitely don't think it would influence them more than the nudity stuff. Like, yeah, when I was a kid, I remember, my dad rented... what the fuck is that movie called? The Wedding Crashers. With, Vince Vaughn.
Uh-huh.
And whatever his name is, the blonde guy from
Owen Wilson?
Yeah.
Isn't that his brother? I don't know.
And
I don't know.
That has boobs in it. And
shit, really?
Yeah.
Dude, do you want to rent it and like fucking
hell yeah, dude.
Out?
And when like my dad was asleep, I knew where he put it, and so I went out and grabbed it from the living room and then like put it in my bedroom and watched it on my PS2. And
nice.
And I was like, oh my god, boobs! You know, like, obviously I did that because I was a little boy and didn't understand, you know, and was like, oh, I want to see boobs.
Yeah.
And games only, you know, made that kind of like not worse, but if I was gonna see like a hot girl or naked boobs in a game, obviously I'd be like, oh man, naked boobs.
Naked boobs.
Yeah. But having said that. Is that really a bad influence, right? Like, you know...
I mean, as far as really I know, you don't have any illegitimate children.
Well, no, really, all it does is forces you as an adult to and a parent to have a conversation with your child.
By the way,
right?
I never had that conversation.
I never did either, but...
What?
I never had the birds and the bees conversation.
Neither did I.
But what, you know, you should.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. Now I don't know where the penis goes!
Yeah. And he always tries to put it in my ear, and I go, stop it, Steven! It goes in my butt.
Neither of us truly learned.
Yeah. But no, it's just like, have a conversation with your fucking kid, right? Like, god damn.
Yeah, right? It's like...
Don't be like, well, I don't want them to see boobs!
I was gonna bring something up, too. I think also that has a lot to do with parents just being shy and not wanting to have the conversation, so they'd rather just avoid it.
Fuck off.
Yeah, fucking...
when I'm a parent, I'm gonna have the conversation.
I will fucking take my tits out, show them to my kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, look at this shit. This is a dick. You want this? If it's my daughter.
Okay. We might just take that out of the episode.
Actually, never mind. Yeah, I'm never going to say that to my daughter.
That was a slip if I've ever heard
Yeah,
one.
that was wrong as shit.
But anyways, I was just going to say one small thing, Nick.
Oh my god, dude, that's so bad.
You want this? You're of the age you want this?
Oh my fucking god, just like, hey,
I can't believe you said that.
you
Anyways, I was gonna say one thing, Nick.
Oh,
dude,
God.
this game has been making us talk about war and now sex. What's next? Drugs?
Right?
Wait,
Hey,
we did
we
the
already
steroids
did talk
one.
about drugs, dude.
I'm
Yeah.
serious. I said it earlier in an episode. This game brings out all the hard conversations.
Yeah, dude. Oh, that's so fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
You bought this? I'm never gonna.
You are never
forget
gonna
that,
be
dude.
able to like say that phrase again without thinking of what
Yeah,
the fuck
dude.
you just said.
Oh god.
I'll be like, Nick, I got a candy bar. You want this? And you're gonna
Yeah.
like relapse into fucking PTSD
Yeah.
meme dreams.
Oh god.
Oh god, Nick.
But yeah, no, we almost didn't talk about this on the episode, but we decided we were gonna talk it on the episode just to round it out. Steve and I and a bunch of our friends at the time in middle school, actually. I was over at someone else's house, and we found in his dad's drawer 2 things, actually. One of them we did not, like, we were like, fuck that. We left it alone. And that was a dildo. But the other thing was a porno DVD. And so we were like, holy shit, dude, this is crazy. So he invited all of us over, including Steven,
Just
to watch this porn video. And both Steven and I remember like that it was this dude and he fucked a chick on like a car.
On a car.
It was like a red car, right?
Yeah, he fucked her on a car and
yeah.
it came all over.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. That's all I remember.
And there were like, let me think. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 5, like 5 of us.
What?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was just the 3 of us.
No, dude. It
What
was.
the fuck else was there?
I'm gonna have to bleep these names out again, but it was me, you,
Tails!
What?
and I think
Tails!
and
Tails!
were there. But it's like
No, neither of them were there.
yeah, I don't know, because I feel like
Tails!
was not there.
really giving a shit about it.
Tails!
Would have been like, what the fuck? You guys are fucking weird.
Yeah, right.
Tails!
He's gonna watch this and he's gonna go.
And he's gonna say that. But anyways, continue with
Yeah.
the story.
But I just think that's the most hilarious thing. It shows you what little boys do, like what little boys are thinking about, right?
Let us clarify for a sec. We watched this all in the living room, and when we turned it on, we didn't like whip our dicks out and start
We
jerking
didn't,
off.
We didn't like jack
We just
off or anything.
sat there and we watched
We
it
just
like it was
watched it,
some
yeah.
sort of documentary, except for it was a dude fucking a girl on a car and then coming all over.
Yeah, dude.
This is what we did for a whole day, and I remember going home that day and feeling really gross.
Yeah, so did
I felt so gross.
So did I,
after
dude.
that
I was like,
happened.
that was really weird. I don't know that we should do that again.
Yeah, and we never did. That was
never
the
did,
one
yeah.
time we did that, and we never did it again. I
Yeah.
don't even think we talked about it.
No,
because
no,
it was
I
one
think
of those.
this is the first
This
time
is like
we
the
are
first
talking
time
about it
we
now.
might have talked about it like once, but this is like the first time, and since it's happened,
Yeah,
like
pretty
8
much.
years ago, 9 or something.
Yeah, it was like 9 years ago, dude.
but like, fuck.
That is so hilarious.
It is. It's
But that was a
weird, but
thing.
you know, there you go. So completely innocent. That's
Yeah.
This is what little boys do in their free time. They go,
yeah,
let's
pretty
watch
much.
a guy fucking come over.
God.
Then you want to go play with toys?
So next time on Totally Original Let's Play, we're gonna talk about
believe
something else.
Can't believe we talked about this for 2 episodes. Yeah, we're gonna move on to another theme now.
We're gonna
Sorry,
talk about Magic Man.
this
and
is our
Mirage
duology,
Saloon.
a
So,
duology of sex tales. We'll go ahead and
Yeah.
move on to another arc now.
So yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.
Click on the left to watch the next video in this series once it's uploaded.
Click on the right to watch another game that we played if you like this.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so that you get notified when we upload new videos.
And I told you, no, that's please.